Lloyd Smith, who will be evaluating Vicky's speech.
As I mentioned earlier during the introductory part of the meeting, this is part 2 of a 3-part project in the pathway system for level 1. It's really an odd kind of an experience, and I'm sure Vicki would agree with that too. We've done it twice now, and I've done it twice as well for different paths. But the basic idea was pretty simple. She was supposed to think about the evaluation I did for her first speech and then apply what I said to this one. If you recall, her first speech, it was actually, in terms of theme, quite similar to this one, but it was done totally differently. One of the things I mentioned at the end of her first speech in my evaluation was that she should try to work on topics that were not so much personal stories, but were more general topics or persuasive or whatever, and she did exactly that. So good job on that. And notice that she used the same strength though that she did in her first speech. Very good vocal variety, very pleasant conversational, personal tone. She implemented the feedback and whatnot, excellent gestures, avoided getting in front of her face, and not bad on the movement too. This was the area where I had 2 of the 3 things I mentioned to work on. One of them was purposeful movements, and the other one was to avoid your tendency to sway from side to side. I didn't detect any of that swaying at all that you had in your first speech. If you recall, what I was talking about in her first speech was that she had a tendency to go like this every now and then come back to vertical and then go off like this. I didn't see that at all. And so that's really excellent, because you've done that pretty much the whole time you've been speaking in front of the group here. The other one was purposeful movement, meaning using your movement around the room somewhat the same as a indentation in a paragraph, say. Still not great on that, but better than it was, I thought, in my opinion. On the sheet here it says something you might want to work on. I noticed an interesting tendency you have. You got a little bit breathy at times, if that makes sense. And unlike lots of people who get breathy at the start of a sentence, kind of go like that, yours was at the end. Yeah. And I don't know if you realize that or not. You tend to get to the end of a sentence and then push out a little bit more breath. I'm not explaining that really well. If you watch the video, you'll think about that. You'll probably see what I meant. That's a relatively picky thing, but I had to come up with something. You want to work on something. Seriously, though, the better you get at speaking, the more the little things matter, and that is a little thing. But it matters somewhat. To challenge yourself, I would just continue to expand your range and your repertoire with more types of speeches. I thought this was really a nice speech. I'm looking forward to the next one.
You know, she learned that move in Zumba.